Hey, what's up? It's Ike Paz, and today I have a monster of a niche for you in the KDP market. Literally a monster of a niche. I'm going to give away, I'm going to show you the exact niche, the exact search volume, the competition, which is very small. I'm also going to give you assets in this video. I'm going to give you assets that you can use to create your own book in this niche KDP book that you can sell passively on the Amazon KDP network. Okay, but the most important thing is to watch this video all the way through so that you can get all the details, everything you need to know to be successful with this method. Okay, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's start. Okay, first things first, it's the niche. Okay, now I'm pretty pumped because this is a piping hot niche with loads of keyword diversity, loads of traffic, and very little competition. I'm gonna give you one of these juicy morsels. Okay, check this out: monster truck coloring book for kids, 3 to 5. Okay, ages 3 to 5. This gets a monthly search value on Amazon for around 1,500 a month. People are searching for this keyword. There are many more keywords, okay, down below, but we'll talk about that later, okay? And if I go to Amazon with this keyword in the book section, with this keyword, you can see that there's only a result yield of 1,000. This is extremely low competition and extremely high search value. This is great news for us, okay? Now, before I continue, a lot of the assets that I'll be using in this video guide tutorial can be found below. Make sure you claim them down here and get all the resources I'll be using in this video, okay? So again, Amazon KDP is a great way to earn online passively without a website, without complex traffic methods, without email marketing, without a lot of stuff. It's really cool. Anyways, the tool I'll be using today is Canva, okay? Canva, I just use a free version, okay? And the first thing we'll be creating here is the interior, the actual inside of the book, okay? Now, if I go to the file section here, you'll see that this is an 8.5 inch by 11 inch, okay, US standard size, okay? When I create an activity book or a coloring book, it's always this size, okay? I like them nice and big, so my end user, the kids, the teenagers that use them, that play with these and actually use these activity books, they have lots of room to color and perform the activities. Okay, so I have this image right here. Actually, I'm gonna give you this image down below, okay? So make sure you pick it up. So all I gotta do is click on it and I'm done, basically, okay? Here I have the image, and I like to expand it so that it hits this pinkish, purplish rectangle. You see if I move it around. Actually, if you go to File, it will show you the margins, okay? So there you go, there's the margins, okay? Once you're done, you wanna uncheck that, okay? You wanna get rid of the margins, okay? But if you want like a constant visual image, there you go, okay? That's it. I have my first monster truck. Now my end user is going to color this in, or check this out, I can make this horizontal. Okay, if I make it horizontal, now I can expand on it. Actually, let me shrink it down. Everything is intuitive, easy to use. You know, I can make it even bigger, which is of course it'll be more fun for my end user. Center it. Now the end user, the kids that will be coloring in this coloring book, can open it up and use it horizontally, okay? Actually, this is a better idea, okay? I'm gonna click the copy button. I'm gonna delete this and add another one, okay? Boom, just like that. And you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to shrink, actually turn it around, okay? And I'm going to, again, make this more horizontally based, okay? And I'm gonna continue that. I actually have 30 images here that I'll be using, okay? And I have more details on how to get these images, that you can actually use these images as your own, okay? But what I also like to do, I like to mix things up, okay? So yes, I can go down the list and create 30 images, but I also like to create little activities with my coloring books. In actuality, I don't just create coloring books. all my books are activity books. Even if I name them coloring books, they're actually activity books. Let me show you. So if I click this copy button here again, and let me arrange this so that it's back vertical, okay? And I shrink it down, okay? And I shrink it down like that, and I add another one of these cars, boom, like that, and I shrink it down, okay? Remember, our end user and our customer are not the same. Our customer are the parents of these kids. Our end user are these kids, right? So we want to make this educational. We check the text button here. We add some text, and we can make this into a counting exercise. How many monster trucks? Right? Nice and fun and educational for our end user. Question mark. Okay, just type it in and then add it to where you want to add this. It's a little big, so I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to make this, instead of a font size of 62, I want to make it into a 48. Very nice. And I'm going to change the height. I can click this little button here and change the height. Okay. And, I can make it, a little bit tighter, okay? And I can add as many monster trucks as I want here. Let's say I add 2 more. How many monster trucks are there? Then it'd be 4. It's simple as that, right? So now you have attached more value to your activity book, okay? So instead of a book of 30, I can have an interior of 60 pages, okay? And you can do other really cool things. I'll have more details down below on the different types of activities you can create with this, okay? So even though I have 30 images, I really have 60 different pages I can create. 90 pages even, okay? I have different types of activities I can create for my end user, okay? So that's how you create it. Once you're done adding all of these different pages, all you gotta do is go to the download section here, click the PNG, and you don't want PNG, you want PDF print, okay, and click download, okay. Now I believe the minimum page count for an Amazon KDP book is 24 pages. I go well beyond 40. Usually 40 is, to me, is a minimum. For me, it's minimum, okay. I profit on books that have at least 40 pages, but I like to go sometimes all out, 90 pages, excuse me, using the little trick I just showed you right here, creating a counting exercise, creating find this type of truck exercise, all kinds of things. Now that we're done with the interior, okay, what you want to do is go and create, again, the file size for this is 8.5 by 11 inch. Now let's create our cover. Now our cover is the actual, this thing right here. It's the cover that people will get, right? It's the first thing they see is a cover. This is really important, okay? You want to make sure you use keywords that have high search volume and low competition. Second thing is a cover, okay? This is basically your advertisement, right? So here I have the cover. For this, the file size, you might want to write this down, 17.84 inch by 11.25 inch. Okay, why is this so big? Because this is the front and back. Again, the front and back, okay? And I actually have a little bleed template here that can give you a visual representation of the front. This is where my mouse is hovering right now, and the back. So you can fit all the text, all the images nice and snug within the boundaries of this little template. And again, you can get this template down below. I have everything you need down below. Make sure you check that out, okay? Now, first thing I want to do is find an image that I can use. And I have this image right here. Actually, I have this image down for you below. Okay, this is a cover image I'll be using. Okay, I'm going to expand on that just like that. Actually, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to go to flip here, flip it like that. And I'm going to add this monster truck, and I'm gonna actually blow it up. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna add this black and white one. Actually, you'll have access to this, so check out the information below. make that huge, right? You want to make sure people see this. Okay, make that very big. Actually, I'm gonna go to the boundaries of this text, of these margins here, like that. And what I'm gonna do now is add this colored version here, and I'm gonna try to sync it up so that it kind of appears as like a backdrop for the colored monster truck here. Boom. Okay. And I'm gonna use the directional pad. By the way, if you didn't know this, with your if you use Canva, you can use your directional pad, the up, down, left, right directional arrow key. You have more control of the spacing with it. Okay, so there we go. Now it's actually, I'm gonna increase it just a notch. Bring that up like that. Cool, cool, cool. Now, of course, you want your text, you want your headline here. Okay, this is very important. Don't screw this up. I'm gonna add this this font right here. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. You know, make it smaller just a bit, and I want to use the exact keyword I have here, monster truck coloring book. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. Actually, I'm going to write in monster and then truck. Okay, just like that. Monster truck, which is all good, but of course it's difficult to see. So I'm gonna fix that right now. I'm gonna go to elements. I'm going to use this rectangle in Canva, and I'm going to pair it with the text and then bring it to the back so that it serves as a background, right? Nice and easy. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate that using this duplicate button right here. Check out my mouse. And I'm gonna, again, line it up with the truck section. And where is the K? There is a K. I'm gonna look for the T. Where is the T? There we go. And I'm gonna color this black, but I'm gonna make it a little bit transparent. So if you didn't see that, I clicked on the element. I click on the color, click black. Then I'm gonna change its transparency, bring it down to 60, let's go with 55. And then what I'm gonna do is position it backwards, okay? So that monster pops up. Same thing, I'm gonna make this black, okay? I'm gonna take the transparency down to 55. Okay, check this out. And I'm gonna position it backwards. Okay, cool. Let's bring this this square back. Bring it right here. And add some text, right? Put in coloring book, because it's one book for kids 3 and 5. And I'm going to bring down the line height. Let me bring it down, or bring it up, I should say. And of course, change the font, bring the font down to something smaller. Let's go with 64. That's just about right. And then, what am I gonna do this? What I'm gonna do with this? I'm gonna actually make it white. And let's change this to black. And there we go. Okay, we have our title, Monster Truck Coloring Book for Kids 3 and 5. I'm gonna bring back up that template I was using to make sure everything looks nice and snug. Let me bring it up like that. Make sure it touches all the borders there. Beautiful. Okay, good. We're almost done. Actually, let me change that. Okay. So what I want to do now is add some information here. I'm going to actually delete that little template there. What I want to do is, actually, that's too much. what I'm going to do is duplicate that. Click this little duplicate button and duplicate that little square thing I was using. I use this little square element all the time. It's like the best thing. And I'm gonna add it to the back of the book, okay? And I'm gonna position it backwards, okay? And I'm gonna add some information. I'm gonna add some information about the inside of the book. So 30 coloring pages, 30 coloring pages make this maybe perfect. 30 coloring pages, duplicate that. 30 counting activities. Okay. Counting activities. Let's duplicate that. And let's say 30 pages of pure fun. Okay, there we go. That's too much of that. I'm gonna actually increase that. And I'm gonna change actually the transparency on this. Cool. Now that we have that, let's add another monster truck in here. Got this black and white monster truck and add it right here. And let's bring back up that little template. Again, you can have access to this down below to make sure everything looks good. And boom, we have our back and front. Now that I know it looks good, I'm gonna delete it again. And I am going to download this as a PDF print. So download, click PDF print, and download page 1. Okay, done. Once you got that, you have your interior, you have your, of course, cover, and more importantly, you have your keywords you're gonna target. What you gotta do now is upload it to the KDP network, which is very easy and simple. I have a ton of videos on the subject. Actually, everything you need is down below. Make sure you click this button right here and check out this page to get everything you need on how to profit online on the Amazon KDP network. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you again. Be good and take care. Bye-bye.